Hello everyone, welcome to a bonus episode of the Scooch Podcast. I'm your host with the mostest, Scrilly D, and today I'm joined just by the nefarious Darius.
Hey, what is up guys? Darius here. Welcome back to a brand new Scooch Podcast episode. This is a bonus episode, guys. Today
I did clarify that.
Today, I'm joined by my lovable co-host, Scrilly D. Skrill, say something.
Well, anyway, before we get started with today's episode, you can support the podcast by going to anchor.fm/Scooch Podcast/support. The link will be in the description box. You can support us monthly by donating $1, $5, $10. You just put in your name, your email, and your mommy's credit card number, and then you can support the podcast. It would be great if you could support us and keep the podcast going consistently and strong. Also, on the Anchor website, you can leave us a voice message. It could be just a shout out. You could just say something. You can say hi. You can ask questions. We'll play it on an end segment of the show. And you can also ask us questions on Twitter at Scooch Podcast, on Facebook at just Scooch, I believe. Joseph needs to fix the URL on that one. And we also have a Reddit, Scooch Podcast. You can ask us questions there, and we will answer them accordingly.
Or if you cannot do any of that, simply just, subscribing and showing us that you want to see more of this. Just subscribe and continue watching. Join the fun, dog. It's very fun to be here.
Yeah, and we'll also read comments on the comment section down below. So just throwing it out there. We have many platforms in which you can ask us questions, because the cast and I, we do want a segment of Q&A after we get done discussing the movie or the topic at hand. It'll be quite fun. So yeah, if you have any curiosities, any questions, like I said, all the links will be in the description box. You just click on the title and you'll see all the information there, and you can reach out, and pretty awesome if you do.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, like actual bonus content. So do just a whole hour of just answering questions and shit.
I'm not sure about a whole hour.
A whole hour of answering questions, bro.
Yeah, no. Just a little segment at the end. The Q&A will probably dedicate maybe 5 questions, and enter them accordingly, like I said. But anyway, today's bonus episode, we're talking about Dragon Ball through the years. The fond memories that we have, and where Dragon Ball is as it stands today, because they're still airing Dragon Ball Super, right?
No, it ended a few years back.
Really?
Yeah, the manga's still going on.
A few years?
Yeah, the manga's still going on, but anime wise, it ended a couple years back.
I mean, I kind of suspected that it did end, but I didn't know it was that long ago.
Yeah, people have been anticipating the announcement that is they're gonna start continuing it, where the manga. Everybody thought they were just waiting for the manga to catch up or something, because they release new chapters monthly in the manga, but they just haven't yet. They just haven't yet at this point, and I think that's fine with me, because the route the anime feels like is going is they're just gonna release these grander epic movies, which is what I wanted. I didn't want another anime. I just another movie every couple of years would have just been fine with me. And if that's the route they want to go down, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Wasn't their most recent film a Broly movie?
Yes, correct. It was a Broly movie. It brought Broly to the canon of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I remember that being a a fairly big thing, like a showing, not necessarily in the States, but like worldwide. I know in particular, like Brazil and South America, they're huge Dragon Ball fans. So
yeah,
that was a big deal for them to have that movie. And they went crazy about it.
I'd say it was like semi-big in the States, but like not that big because like most anime, they're only come out in like selected theaters and stuff. So it can only like get so popular. But there's been multiple clips in like different theaters and stuff where like something happens and you hear like the entire crowd cheering and stuff for like Goku or Vegeta like during the fight, because it was like 45 minutes of just fighting after a certain point in the movie, and it was pure fucking gold.
Yeah, I mean, like that's an integral part of like the stories or arcs in Dragon Ball. It's just like tons of episode of just fighting one guy.
Yeah, after Z, of course.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Like the theater experience of going to see a movie that you really wanted to see, and people are obnoxiously cheering. Do you find it distracting, or you just don't really care, or do you feel like it kind of adds to the excitement and energy of the movie?
It definitely depends on what the movie is, honestly speaking. Like I think this is gonna sound very bad of me, but like I think the last movie I remember going to see, or that I have memories of at least, is on Power Rangers 2017. And when I went to see that, I think I wanted everyone to shut the fuck up, because I just wanted to like Power Rangers is a big thing in my life, so I just want to like concentrate and just try to like analyze the movie, because I don't know if I'm gonna see it again. And I want to see, is it good? Did they portray the characters right? Oh my god, what's going on? Oh my god, like, you know. But
so you're saying it was a lively audience?
Kinda, yes. I don't know. Like, you know, when some people, I don't know. Yeah, it's just a lively audience.
Was it packed, or?
No, because I don't think I went on opening day.
Okay. Well, just from my ignorant standpoint, I wouldn't like expect it to be that packed for a Power Ranger movie.
Yeah, especially because like at the same time, I think Logan had just came out around that time as well.
Yeah.
So
that kind of overshadows it.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's why a sequel wasn't made, because box office sales were shit, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, like, it sucks. Like, I guess producers and production have a bigger hand in that on the release date. I feel like they just really fuck over the whole cast and directors and stuff like that, because they're like, oh, we need to buy this time, but there's like an insanely more popular movie where it would be a better business tactic. I don't know why most publishing or producers or what have you don't like find a date where it's, you know, not surrounded by a lot of good releases, because you see this with video games. Like, good games come out, but they're overshadowed by the latest Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever's popping these days.
Yeah,
and so
I 100% understand.
They lose revenue, and they're just like too stupid to know.
Yeah,
I don't know, because it's just a cycle that happens over and over again with movie releases and video game releases. It just seems like they haven't learned their lesson. But yeah, it does suck. Like, if it's a passion project and, you know, the director or the cast and crew don't really have a hand on when the movie is released, and then it's just the publications or producers that decide, hey, this will be a good time when Logan, one of the most anticipated movies of 2017, comes out. Maybe we should release it around then. I think that's a good idea, because there's going to be a swarm of people at the theaters, and they'll see the other options, and maybe, the more kid-friendly options. It's like, dude, if like people are going to the theater to see Logan, they're probably not going to bring kids, or I don't know. I don't know how their thinking goes going into that, but that's how I would see it. I guess they expect a swarm of people to come into the theaters, and just having that movie as an option to see, maybe they think, you know, they'll get more people blindly seeing it or something.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
I also think, like, as a company, I feel like it might be a bit harder to just like change the date of something, because like I'm pretty sure you had to make like deals with all of these like theaters and like with all these like different companies and stuff. Yeah, I just feel like it's probably a bit harder to like change a date of something, and then you might have a lot of different rollouts. Like, all right, this is when the movie comes out. This is when I'm gonna like release the toys of this and different merch of this product or whatever. So yeah, it's probably a bit harder, and we probably won't understand that much. But yeah, I definitely understand the gripe of releasing something, I guess you could say, kind of niche when something really big comes out.
Yeah. I've been to the theaters quite a bit throughout my my life, and really the only movies that had like audience cheering, I guess, is just like those franchises dedicated to selling merchandise, like or known for merchandise. Like when I went to see the Yu-Gi-Oh movie when I was younger, that was packed, filled with people. I'm very excited, very cheerful to see the movie. And also anytime you see a Star Wars movie, it's going to be like that as well.
Wait.
Especially when I saw the screening, well, not the screening, but when the what was episode 7 called of Star Wars? It was The Force Awakens, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think I'm right on that. But yeah, when I saw that when it came out, theater was packed and people cheering after the long hiatus of Star Wars movies, because the last movie was the Clone Wars movie that came out in 2009, which is still like 6 years away, so still quite a long time. But one that's actually part of the main franchise, episode 3, came out in 2005, so a whole decade before, you know, after that a new iteration of Star Wars came out. So when they saw Star Wars, you know, appear on the screen, there's just like a lot of I would say unnecessary cheering.
Yeah, I think from my experience or what I see online is definitely kind of similar. I remember seeing some of that with the Dragon Ball movie. I remember seeing some of that with the I Choose You Pokemon movie. People were pissed off or kind of freaked out from like certain scenes, and yeah, I think for the most part it's just like very actiony movies or whatever that's gonna get cheers. It's gonna end up becoming a staple to like theaters and stuff. Like, yeah, this is gonna be like a super action scene, either with like your favorite superheroes or favorite characters in this franchise or whatever. You're just gonna have a good scene right now. Oh, look, your favorite superstar, probably portrayed by Dwayne The Rock Johnson, has returned. So yeah.
So you think in every Dwayne Johnson movie there's tons of cheering?
No, but I do think in the Fast franchise there's probably tons of cheering.
I've never seen a Fast movie in the theaters, so
I haven't either, mate.
I don't think it's worth it. The price of admission, because like movie tickets are pretty ridiculous nowadays.
Yeah, sometimes. I heard Hobbs and Shaw was alright.
Want to elaborate on alright?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Let's not talk about Hobbs and Shaw. Let's get away from Fast and the Furious, and let's get into today's topic, Dragon Ball. Darius, how do you feel about Dragon Ball?
How do I feel about Dragon Ball as a whole, or like now?
Yes, sum it up in 2 words.
2 words. Oh shit. I mean, this isn't technically 2 words. Oh yeah, I can make this 2 words. Like my childhood, I guess. That's a good choice of words.
All right, if you had to describe it in a statement, what would you?
Oh shit!
What would you say?
If you want to see fighting and screaming and hair color changing, please watch Dragon Ball Z.
Monkey morphing.
Yeah, basically.
Those are my favorite parts as a kid.
Yeah, I think
it's a Super Saiyan level, right? It's like, or is it a whole new art?
What, like now or?
Yeah, just refresh me because it's been a while since I've seen Dragon Ball.
Yeah, there's different transformations, of course. You know, the Super Saiyan. You know, the first golden hair. You know, blue eyes. Definitely not German affiliated. But yeah, it's pretty decent. You know, you get
and then Super Saiyan 3, you lose your eyebrows.
Yeah, you lose those eyebrows. You get very long hair. You probably get a bit too cocky.
Super Saiyan 4, you turn into a ginger.
A ginger. And get like
it is like a reddish
tint
though.
GT wasn't really canon, but yeah, you get fur on your body and shit. Hell yeah.
So are you part of the hate train of GT?
No,
like,
I actually like GT.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed GT as a kid when I watched it. Like I don't have an opinion on it now because it's been since I was a kid since I've seen it. But yeah, like when I grew up and learned that there was a lot of hate towards it and people were like, "Oh, this isn't canon," and I was like, "What? I didn't think it was that bad."
Yeah, and
I guess because the original creator departed from that project, I guess I don't know why. I don't know, like when the original, like I get like getting mad if you're a fan of something and the original vision is like hindered or whatever, but like I didn't feel like it strayed that far off, and I think it's cool when franchises try something new. Like if you have like the same stuff going on. I don't know. I don't know why people are against change, but
yeah.
I mean, I kind of get it if like the original creator isn't a part of the project, how you would see it as a problematic or just like inferior, I guess.
Yeah, I liked GT, especially when it came to like the last couple of episodes. Those are like peak episodes and should probably be like canonically probably the actual last episode of the franchise, like timeline wise. But yeah, the story in sense, like if you go back and look at it, it's a bit all over the place. Not really. Like they started off like wanting to like regain this like the old Dragon Ball innocence type of thing and like the sense of adventure. But
right, and Goku being a kid again.
But eventually they're like, oh, okay, this isn't working. Let's go back to Z and like gather more fights and include like Super 17 and Baby and all of these other things. Oh, the Dragon Ball is corrupted. Oh, yeah, let's just throw these fights in now and see if the Z fans will like it a bit more now.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about the English version, bro, that intro was fucking hype, bro. I know people cringe with it, but that intro was fucking hype, bro.
I do remember it being rapping, but how did it go? I forget.
Bro, I'm not fucking doing that.
Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah,
that's like all I remember.
Yeah, bro, I'm not getting into it.
But it's just like bars about Goku.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it legit tells you the entire premise of GT that you need to know.
Now, something I'm unfamiliar with, untreaded waters, for me is that you may know. I don't know if you do it or not, but I assume. What was that like? I mean, as far as I know, I think it was just like a redubbing. But what was on Nickelodeon Dragon Ball Z Kai?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it was basically not just a redubbing. They were also cutting out most of the filler. Like, if you want to watch Dragon Ball Z Kai's, most definitely probably the way you should go. Probably not the Nickelodeon version because they censored a lot of stuff and made Mr. Popo blue because he's very, very black. But
well, I could get on board with that.
Yeah, they just kind of like cut out a lot of the filler, made new like openings for it, and cut the fights down a lot. So it's definitely more streamlined of a show than like the original Dragon Ball Z might have been.
So we don't have like 40 plus episodes of Goku fighting Frieza.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Freezy Pop.
Freezy Pop. God damn it. Wait, oh, that animation. Yeah, that was fucking jokes. Yeah.
Do you think that's canon?
Yeah, 100%.
Dragon Ball PP.
Bro, I fucking loved that, bro. God damn it. There was like a time period where like me and my brother used to watch for like these weird Dragon Ball Z-esque animations and stuff, which I guess they're still like super prevalent now with people like what's his name, SSJ Carter or SSJ9K, I can't remember what his channel is called currently. Mm-hmm. And like Devil Artemis and stuff with the Cell versus series going on and stuff. They're still very prevalent in the whole YouTube sphere, and I think a lot more than even I would go. I know there's a channel called like Prince Vegeta. There's a channel called like Frieza, but I don't watch them. I think there's a channel called is there a channel called Bulma Bunny or something like that? I can't remember. But yeah, like Dragon Ball Z was like big, and there's a lot of different content you can do with Dragon Ball Z on YouTube. People talk about the series in general. People talk about all the different franchises, and people review the manga. People do what ifs like Masako X, who also voiced Goku and the DBZ Bridge for Team 4 Star.
Oh yeah, I was just about to mention that the Dragon Ball Bridge series.
Yeah, 100%.
That was funny. Yeah. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. A lot of people were sad. Like, how long ago was it at this point? Maybe like two years or so ago, where they announced like the last episode, and they were like, "Yeah, this is probably going to be it." But this is understandable because, like, at this point, they're not just dudes in a room making this thing for jokes now. They're a legit company trying to make money, and doing Dragon Ball Z content definitely will not make them money if they continue using like the original footage at least.
So due to copyright, they're just like not earning any money for it. It's not like, it's no longer just a project just having fun with friends. It's like, okay, we have to do actual business.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they're still doing some Dragon Ball Z stuff. Like they have this short series that's decent, where they're like everything's like 3D animated and stuff, which is fine. I think besides that, they're definitely branched out. I know they did the Hellsinger Bridge around the same time. They did.
I'd have to look into that.
They did Final Fantasy.
Because I'm a fan of Hellsing, and if it's funny, I think I'll like it even more. Which, I mean, there is like a bit of humor in there as well, but like I don't know. what did they say something different instead of Police Girl? I'm
not sure. Like I haven't seen it because I still haven't finished Hellsing Ultimate.
Oh yeah.
Because those episodes, I was like, all right, yeah, we can watch it. Like with my bro, like, yeah, this will be a quick watch we can do, since it's like 6 or 3 or 4 episodes or however long it was. And the episodes were like an hour or so long for each episode. And we're like, oh fuck, never mind, we can't just watch this in one sitting, I guess. But yeah, I think they also do Final Fantasy VII Machina Bridge, which they're like redubbing like the old Final Fantasy VII clips. And I think they started a podcast recently, just called what was it called? It was called like a Pod Show Talkcast or something like that. Yeah, very, very, very great name. They just talk about different stuff, which is fun. I can listen to them talk. They're good friends. Yeah.
So So do you think copyright sucks? Copyright laws
100%.
kind of sucks, and well, not that copyright law sucks, but YouTube sucks at endorsing it.
Yeah.
Or because when you change the story up, like, because the abridged, like, sometimes they would show the clips in their entirety, but sometimes it'd be cut up just to be consistent with this new story they're portraying, and then you have new lines with new voice acting.
Yeah, sometimes even new animation and stuff.
Yeah, so like it's totally transformative property.
Yeah.
But it just sucks, like YouTube. Like, if somebody claims it, I feel like they side with that oftentimes, or the bot or whatever, because I do understand it's hard. Like, it's impossible to manually review every video that gets claimed, so they have to have a bot do it. But they really need to smarten that bot up.
Yeah,
because it'll side with whoever claimed it, and then, like, if you try to dispute it, I mean, it works sometimes, but there's been times where I've disputed claims where it totally fell under fair use, and they just have the video.
Yeah, they had to deal with this on like multiple occasions. I know there was a couple times on like the 2010s or so where like all of their videos got taken down because of copyright and stuff, and they had to legit fight a few times for their stuff to come back on and stuff. But they're doing good now. I know they do a lot of like official dubbing now, which is pretty fun. I know they did it like a sitcom thing I wanted to make a video on like a year ago that I just never got around to, called Unabridged, which was like an Office-esque type of sitcom, but like for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty fun. Which I still might make a video on, because the route I'm going down on my channel right now, I'm probably gonna just talk about shows forever at this point. But going back into like different Dragon Ball Z stuff, what was your first, like, or do you remember your first introduction to the franchise as a whole, Dragon Ball or whatever?
Dragon Ball, it was with first Dragon Ball. And
wait, you actually saw Dragon Ball first?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I think
that's why I love it more than Z, even though I could kind of see why Z is
I think you were first.
Objectively more entertaining.
I think you were first at that point. I think you were first in this case, because like just like release was, Z came out first in the States. But oh my god, that kind of makes me happy, because I also like Dragon Ball more. Maybe that's just because like my personality. I definitely like comedy a bit more. The stories are
just more well put together than Dragon Ball, because I feel like Dragon Ball, they kind of went, and like you said, there's a lot of filler, but I feel like they didn't have that much direction sometimes, even though like the action scenes are way better. But like, I like Dragon Ball because it just felt more grounded with the characters and stuff like that. So I just found it more enjoyable from a preference standpoint. But Dragon Ball Z has amazing fighting scenes that as a kid you would find more interesting.
100%. The hype is real. Oh my god, Gohan just got Super Saiyan 2. He's gonna defeat Cell. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. Which Gohan was like my favorite character of Dragon Ball Z, and it sucked. The Buu saga kind of sucked for me, because it looked like, because from that point up to Cell, it was 100% like the story of Gohan, and you're looking at him age up and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Daddy up.
Yeah. And then the Buu saga was looking like it was gonna be Gohan was gonna probably save the day or whatever. But at the end, they're like, there's a lot of backlash going on right now. We should just probably bring Goku back to quiet people down, because they just will probably want to see Goku save the day at the end.
I hate that. Like, I think it's cool when companies kind of reply to fan feedback, but a lot of times fans don't know what the hell they want.
Yeah.
And oftentimes if they complain about something in the moment, later on and retrospective, they'll probably be like, oh, yeah, that was actually pretty good, and I'm actually glad they went down that direction. Like, I kind of hate fan feedback, to be quite honest with you, because fans are very irrational, delusional people when it comes to whatever they're a fandom of, I feel like.
And when it comes to like the Bois saga in general, it was, if you want to talk about all over the place, it's 100% the Bois saga.
Oh yeah, I even heard, like, you could probably correct me on this, but it wasn't even supposed to be like the arc of Boo.
No, yeah.
Like after Cell,
yeah,
it was just kind of like,
all right,
it's so, like, let's just make this up on the spot.
No, sorry. All right, I'll give you some of the deets then.
All right.
All right, so there was a lot of back and forth going on from like the original point of like Dragon Ball up to like the Cell saga with Akira Toriyama and like his editors and stuff. They used to like give him feedback and tell him what he should do different. Oh, this villain shouldn't be the final villain. You should like make him transform or be a different person or whatever. So he used to do all that and stuff. But yeah, after the Cell saga, he was kind of sort of through. And also at that point, they're like, listen, bro, like, we just need another arc or whatever. Like, you'll get free. Like, he didn't have like no like editorial happenings when it came to that saga. That was just all him. Mm-hmm. And in a sense, that's why it was all over the place. That's why it was a bit more comedic than it probably should have been. Yeah. And like, yeah, that's why we're just
definitely sillier weird than the other sagas.
Yeah, 100%. That's why Boo was the weirdest villain.
And like, what was his name? That's like with Japanese pronunciation. Toriyama,
yeah.
He probably like befriended Steven Hillenburg and saw some of his doodles and saw Patrick Star and was like, you know what? Yeah, we're doing Patrick Star.
Yeah, he'll be a great villain.
As a saga.
He'll be a great villain.
Oh yeah, you remember when we watched a little bit of the SpongeBob anime?
Bro, we gotta finish that, low-key.
Yeah. I don't know, like ever since I saw the back of Mr. Krabs' eyes and it was like biologically incorrect, it just kind of turned me off, to be honest.
When it comes to like dub or sub, which do you prefer?
Definitely dubbed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I could appreciate. I mean, I'm not stupid, but like I could focus on more than one thing. But usually your brain, especially the male brain, if you didn't know, is not very good at multitasking, and just it puts all of its strength into focusing on one thing.
Yeah. I can see that.
Particularly for male brains. But like when I read the sub, sometimes I go by too fast and then I can appreciate the art. And I just feel like I don't, because, you know, Japanese is not my native language. So I feel like I'm sure it can certainly be a, different for different shows. But for the most part, like when I try to watch a sub or something, I feel like I don't connect with the characters as well as if it was, in my native language, English.
Yeah,
and I feel like, I don't know, just because I'm a native English speaker, I can emote or emphasize better with when they express emotions and stuff like that in English.
Yeah, I 100% see that. Since I grew up with like Toonami and like 4Kids and stuff, I was also never really a fan of sub. I think I recently, like, I've seen a few subs, and I know I watched the Battle of Gods movie subbed, but I don't think necessarily I'm a fan of sub also, but like it's kind of similar to what the points that you said. Like I can feel the emotion and the raw energy coming from it, like I always state as a cute little thing I say. I can feel like the emotion and stuff coming from the voice actors and stuff when they perform. But like, I always feel like, bro, like a joke or something, it's gonna go completely over my head because I'm too busy trying to actually read it.
Yeah. And plus, humor can, like the dubs, they change some stuff too with how like wording is, and humor can, just based on different cultures, humor is different and things like that. So yeah, I certainly enjoy dub more.
Yeah, especially with like Dragon Ball dubs and stuff in general. Like,
oh yeah,
I know the.
I don't even think I've attempted to watch a Dragon Ball and sub.
I think when it comes to Dragon Ball, like, I think the dub like not stands out, but like it's definitely big enough for you to like. You see Sean Schemmel and you're like, yeah, that's Goku. You hear him, you're like, yo, what's Goku's voice actor doing in this show? Oh my god, why is Goku in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX?
Nah, does he still voice Goku and Kai, or do they have an entirely different voice cast?
No. It's all the same voice cast.
Just kind of updated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing with Super. All the same people.
Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, I guess technically, besides like Frieza, everyone's the same.
So you probably have more knowledge than me on this, but there was a lot of flack and people making fun of Super for some of the art and animation. Is it due to budget constraints, or is it a whole new studio working on this project?
It was due to time constraints. This was early, like the first 2 arcs of Dragon Ball Super. It started off at a very wrong foot. Like, instead of doing something new right off the bat, they redid the Battle of Gods and Resurrection F movie into arcs for the anime. So yeah, they were just like shittier versions of the movie at that point, and people were not a fan of that. They were definitely bad animation and stuff at times, but like they did set a precedent, I feel like, for anime to like make it a bit shittier at first, and then once the Blu-ray comes out, they'll update the animation and stuff for it because they have more time to work on it.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely once.
It's just funny for me to still look at the screen grabs of Dragon Ball Super. It's like my 9-year-old self could draw better characters than this when I used to draw Dragon Ball characters, which I was so shit at. But Seth, my brother, he was very, very good at drawing Dragon Ball characters.
Yeah, definitely once you get to the last arc, the universe like tournament survival arc or whatever. Mm-hmm. Definitely once you get to that, you can tell a huge difference in animation. You can see like the time and stuff they put into there. The shading's different. The borders are different. The outlines on the characters are more thicker. Mm-hmm. And it just looks a lot more fluid, and especially in like certain fights they actually want you to pay attention to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, from like the short clips and screen grabs I've seen of, what was it, Battle of Z? Mm-hmm. Which it's a movie, so you gotta put more effort into it. It looks good.
Yeah. Well, Gods, Z was the game.
Oh, okay. Battle of Gods.
Yeah.
What's the title?
Yeah, Battle of Gods. Battle of Z was the game.
Gotcha.
Which wasn't a good game.
Oh, thanks for clarifying. but Darius, this is not a video game podcast.
But speaking of
fucking up,
but speaking of video games, Dragon Ball Z has a ton of fucking video games.
Yeah. We could kind of cover the video games. I'm just kidding.
Started from
Scooge is about all mediums of all sorts. It's not just movies, guys.
So yeah, it started from like, I feel like the Game Boy might have been the earliest. Might have been earlier than that, but like from my knowledge, started from the Game Boy up is like where they kind of started coming into with like Legacy of Goku and on different stuff like that. But fuck, bro, like to start from that, going into like the classic like Budokai and Tenkaichi series, and Jesus Christ, mate, to be where we are now with like Xenoverse and Fighters,
Yeah.
is crazy. Like, if there's like one anime franchise that they never fuck up video games for, is Dragon Ball Z. And if they do fuck it up, they'll go back and fix it with the next release.
I remember it was certainly an older game, but I forget which console it was for. As a fighting game. I think it was like one of their first attempts at fighting games. It was like 2D, but it was just so shit, man.
It was like I feel like I feel it had to be for PlayStation.
Yeah, I think it was like for the first PlayStation, if not earlier than that, but most likely you're right. But it was 2D. It wasn't even 3D.
It might have been Ultimate Battle 22, because I do remember that being 2D, and I do remember that being kind of shit, but kind of cool at the same time.
Yeah, I think my first gaming experience with Dragon Ball was Budokai for the GameCube.
Yeah, that was good times, mate.
There might have been a game that predated that, but from what I can remember at this point, it was Budokai.
Yeah, it was definitely Budokai for me. I liked it. At this point, since we've been getting Dragon Ball Z games for nearly like 20 plus years at this point, people are kind of getting like tired of all the games kind of retreading the same story over and over again. So that's why you see different stuff like Fighters and Xenoverse trying to like do different things with it. And when it comes to Xenoverse, the first one's decent. The second one is the same story. Basically speaking, the second one's just the same story as the first one, so it's not as decent. We're waiting a third one, which I don't know if they're ever gonna do a third one, because they're still like continuously releasing characters for Xenoverse 2 for some reason, even though it came out like years ago at this point. Fighters is fun though. Oh my god, Fighters is so fun.
Don't they have another game? Another franchise that just came out?
Kakarot.
Oh yeah, that one.
It's the open world JRPG.
Yeah, have you played that one yet?
I have not played it actually. I wasn't interested in it because, like I said, like I'm a bit tired of like the same story being told over and over again. I get you could do more stuff, like there's different side quests and stuff you could do that definitely wasn't in the original stories, but at the end of the day, it's the same fucking story that we've been getting over and over and over again. Which I don't know what else they can do at this point though. What ifs? Maybe? I don't know.
Different scenarios of what could happen.
Yeah. I think I'd like what ifs or like original stories. Fighters was an original story that I didn't have a problem with. I know some people might have had a problem with the story, but I personally didn't have a problem with the Fighters thing. Yeah, that's my video game talk for Dragon Ball Z. Best games are Tenkaichi 3 and Budokai 3, but Infinite World is basically Budokai 4, so I'm gonna say Infinite World.
Let's get into some of the dark ages for Dragon Ball.
The dark ages for Dragon Ball.
How do you feel about Dragon Ball Evolution?
How do I feel about Dragon Ball Evolution? Honestly speaking, I remember really wanting to see it as a kid, and then after I saw it, I'm like, huh, what was that?
I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen like reviews where it follows like beat for beat how the plot goes, and I'm just like, wow, this is something.
So Goku's in high school, I guess. He's getting picked on. People are calling him Kiko and stuff. Okay, like I think like character wise, I feel like the only people they got sort of right was Chi-Chi. I like Chi-Chi's character a bit. I mean, I don't know. Maybe because they just casted her right and an Asian chick played Chi-Chi. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the logistics of that. they barely get anime live action stuff right at this point.
Yeah, and then a decade later, you re-experienced it with the Death Note movie.
Maybe I'm just in denial for the Death Note movie, but I don't think it was that bad.
You loved it because of the...
I don't like it. I just don't think it's that bad.
Darius is probably the #1 fan of Willem Dafoe, so when he has like any sort of bias. When he first saw him as a Green Goblin on the big screen, he instantly fell in love. And any project that Dafoe's in, he's just like, he stands it all the way.
Yeah, 100%. Even in like Spider-Man 3, he's just in a mirror. I'm like, bro, this is a good movie.
It's like, whoa, yeah. This is like one line that was said in 2, resaid. I mean, I'm on board, man.
Yeah, I'm on board. I'm 100% on board, bro.
That should also be another bonus episode. Just
Spider-Man films.
Yeah, the Sam Raimi trilogy.
Well, we can talk about Spider-Man films as a whole as well, honestly speaking.
Right now, I mean, I kind of want Joseph to be part of that.
No, I mean not right now, but like as like a bonus episode or whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could talk about the Raimi trilogy for hours, but probably limit it to 1 hour. But yeah, I love it. Just as a little conclusion to that, like people have a problem with 3, but I honestly like it. Probably more than the first one. But I think they're all great movies.
I'm trying to think, is there any other like Dragon Ball stuff I want to mention? Dragon Ball was a good show, probably better than Z. Z was good as well. I think the thing Z fell into was the fact that like after every battle they kind of had to like up the ante, and they continuously still had to do that.
Like different power levels and like different transformations of the like Frieza and Boo and Cell have different transformations and stuff like that. Like, oh, they're even stronger, and it's just like, okay, this is getting.
Yeah, at this point they're like galaxy universal power level scaled up to, and it's like, fuck, bro, like, can we go back to being like grounded for a second?
Yeah. So give us a ranking from best to worst.
Best to worst for like the series that has came out so far?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually kind of hard. Oof. I'm gonna put Dragon Ball up there for like nostalgia and comedy purposes. This is like everything I want just from a show. Just be a comedy with sort of little bitty action elements. That's all I need. It was very like martial arts grounded and stuff, like actual techniques you could physically learn.
Yeah.
Besides that, I guess what's a bit lower. Of course, Z will have to be there as well. Not just because of how good it was, but because of the impact it had on anime as a whole. Like now, there's hardly any shonen anime where the character doesn't have some sort of transformation that they're gonna have to do. Not starting with Naruto, but Naruto was definitely the next popular thing to come after Z in the States.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I remember that big explosion when it came to the States in 2005.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about Naruto.
And you're like, oh, it's another guy with an orange jumpsuit and blonde hair and
blue eyes. Except, I mean, that's not Goku's default look.
But
it is one of his looks. Yeah, I remember the first 2 seasons. I loved Naruto, but just like quickly just stopped watching it. After a certain age, I still haven't finished it.
Yeah. Naruto's good. I don't think the older episodes aged that well, for me at least, because the characters are fucking annoying. Not all the characters, just Naruto and Sakura. They're fucking annoying. I think up until you get to like Yeah, I guess like around like season 2 and stuff, their characters will start growing onto you once you see Naruto mature a bit and start like learning how to use like the Rasengan and stuff, and they become a bit more mature, and it becomes a bit more watchable after that. On the last season, shit, because it's nothing but filler.
I remember when I was in a Japanese hotel, I was flipping through the channels and there was Boruto, and I sat down to watch that for a little bit, and the animation was fucking terrible. I'm like, this looks horrible. How does this look worse than a show that was 10 plus years older? Like, I don't get it, but yeah, this looked like a younger Naruto, and Naruto looked slightly older than he was in Naruto.
Yeah, 100%. Boruto,
deeper voice.
Boruto is definitely one of the weirder things to do. Like, oh, let's not end the show. Let's just make him have a kid. That way we don't have to stop making money from this show.
Yeah, exactly. Money will make you do some crazy things like having Naruto called having Naruto have a son called Boruto.
Yeah, even when it comes to
Majin Buu as well, money will make.
Yeah, even when it comes to like the manga, it like the author of Naruto has nothing to do with Boruto. Like, this is done by a completely different person and stuff.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he's went off to try to do newer stuff. He tried to do, what was it called, like Samurai 8 or something like that, which recently got cancelled, so they had to end it after like 20 or so chapters, which sucked. But like, you know, what can you do sometimes? Like, he'll come back. He'll come out with a different manga eventually.
And like, even when shows get canceled, there's always a possibility, like through high demand, that it could be brought back. You know, we've seen that in the past.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's still hope if like your favorite show gets canceled or whatnot. But there is one show I could think of. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not. I watched it the whole series because it was canceled after the first season, which didn't have that many episodes, and then there was a movie after that, I think. It was a show called Firefly, and I watched the whole season, as it were, the first the whole series. And I mean, I didn't like it that much. I didn't really buy into the hype, but like, I guess it could also not happen because there's such a big fan base around that show just from one season, and they never brought it back.
Yeah, I think only one thing has done that for me, which it's a sad thing to talk about, but High School Left the Dead. The first season, the first time I watched it, I didn't like it. I 100% didn't like it. I mean, because it's basically just like a zombie survival with a lot of tits.
Yeah, I've seen. I haven't seen the whole show, but I've seen like 2 or 3 episodes.
A lot of tits and stuff, but it grew onto me somehow. It kind of grew onto me. So I'm like, fuck, I actually kind of would like for this show to have a second season. So I started like Googling stuff about it, etc., etc. But then like I kind of find out that like the author has like fucking passed away, which is like so sad to hear and stuff. So that story is like never gonna get done or anything. It's just gonna kind of like sit there. Yeah, which sucks. It 100% sucks.
So watching that show, do you feel like you're inner AMASH shows because zombies and
yeah, 100%, bro. 100%, bro. Then my Christian lights whenever tits come up. I'm like, oh no, not titties, no.
It's still Christian if there's silicone.
Oh, but going back
they're
on
kosher.
But going back on topic for a second, after Z, what would it be? I know people. I think I put GT over Super. To be fair, I love the later half of Super, the like if Super was split up into stuff, I'd definitely put the later half of Super more towards the top. But I think as a whole, I'd put GT over Super.
Yeah, my ranking is exactly yours. Which I can't speak on Super because I haven't seen it. So, but just like based on the standpoint of I have no interest in seeing it, I would put it last. But
yeah, it's definitely one of those shows where it's like, hey, remember this show from like the 90s?
Nostalgia.
The nostalgia. Hey, instead of making it completely new, we're gonna put it like in between the whole like 5-year time skip we did from like the second to last episode to the actual last episodes. It's like, oh, okay. Could have did some new stuff, but thanks, man. It's pretty cool.
It's like, nah, man. We need to feed off the nostalgia. That's how we get sales.
That's how we get sales.
It does suck though that I don't know.
Yeah, and now they're stuck with they had to do all these grandiose things, but then they had to come back down and kind of make it fit the end of Dragon Ball Z because it's stuck in that 5-year time skip. Which is like, oh, that seems like a lot of hassle. Like, how are you gonna? I don't know. I don't see how they're gonna make it fit, if that makes sense. Like, at this point, they're gonna have to retcon the ending of Z and make a different ending.
So there's some continuity issues with Super.
Yeah. More or less.
Would you say there's any plot holes? Like, maybe...
Well, one of the main plot holes, which is also for, like, money issues and stuff, it's like, the characters aren't really aging. Like, when it comes to, like, Goten and Trunks... When it comes to Goten and Trunks, at the end of Super, you can clearly see they're in their, like, 15, 16... or whatever, and we're getting super close to that, and they still look like they're like 10, 11, or 12 at this point. And it's like, bro, you're really close to the end right now, bro. You gotta age them up kind of quick.
And yeah, is there? I think we kind of
we summed
kind
up.
of touched upon everything.
Yeah, we summed up a bit. Oh, there's one thing I do want to say though.
Do you have anything else to say?
I really appreciate the fact that they got a fan of Dragon Ball Z to like work on the Super manga. Because if you don't know the lore from that, there was this manga or whatever back in the day called
excuse me,
Dragon Ball AF, which was this fan thing that
Dragon Ball as fuck.
yeah, which was this fan thing that this dude was doing a long time ago, and they brought him on to actually work on the manga for Super.
Oh, that's kind of like the story of Sonic Mania.
Yeah, like this is what the manga and anime have. Akira Toriyama, he writes down a basic outline, and they gotta fill in the details. That's what sometimes they're a bit different, but they end up having the same result.
I think that's pretty cool when they big companies let some fan interference. Like if they're talented, they're like, oh, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Which I bet Sega's glad, because Sonic Mania, when it's pretty much like people who they gathered developers who have been making Sonic fan games. They got them together to make a game, and that's like Sonic's biggest success since
Sonic Unleashed.
I can't even remember Sonic's last success.
Since Sonic
Probably Sonic Generations, actually. I would say Sonic Generations.
Forces wasn't that good. I haven't played it, but it just didn't interest me.
Yeah, I think the last... It wasn't... I can't think of a game that was before Sonic Generations that got positive reviews. Maybe... I think maybe... what was it called? Unleashed was rated pretty good.
Which for me, I like the 3D Sonic games, honestly, because I grew up with them. So
with Adventure.
Yeah, so I like the 3D Sonic games, like Adventure. The only ones I haven't played, honestly, were
06.
Yeah, 06 was literally the only one I haven't played. Like, I've played Shadow, I've played Heroes, even like Sonic Riders and Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Like, I've played all of these stuff except for Sonic 06. I played Black Knight.
What was that one on the GameCube called?
The one on the GameCube. Which one are you talking about?
It's like you're in teams.
I think that was Sonic Heroes.
Oh, okay. With like Big the Cat, and then you have someone like Amy. Big the Cat and Amy.
Yeah. Those were like in the team things.
Now I remember when I first came over to your house, you had drawings of Big the Cat all over your wall, and I was just like, I was kind of weirded out of it. Do we have any Big the Cat super fans in the audience? Let us know what do you think about Big the Cat. And his love for fishing.
And tell me why we should bring back the good old days of Sonic and his secret rings and Sonic and a Black Knight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I heard good.
Shadow.
I heard good stuff about Sonic Colors, but
I have too. Was that a
Wii
or DS game?
I think it was Wii U.
Oh, No. Wii U was Sonic World or Worlds.
Oh yeah. Lost Worlds. Yeah.
Yeah, Lost Worlds.
Yeah, it might have just been a Wii thing.
Which I played and I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah, it might have just been a Wii thing then. Yeah, I don't know. I never played Colors. Like, I think like Black Knight and Secret Rings were like the last couple Sonic games I played on the Wii. And after that, it's not that my hype for Sonic died down, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess it did die down. I don't know.
I don't really mind Sonic as a franchise, but I would say I probably enjoy the 2D games more than the 3D.
I think because of my biased nostalgia, I actually do mind the 3D games a lot more. I like them a bit more. Yeah. I don't know. They're just funner.
Your nostalgia showing.
They were just funner. What do you mean? Shadow was fun. What do you mean?
You're like, no, Big the Cat.
No, Big the Cat.
0 out of 10.
Shadow doesn't curse. Well, he doesn't have any guns. What? Well, that's a -5 right there.
No edgy Sonic. I mean, Shadow. Which I guess is just basically edgy Sonic.
Yeah.
This turned from Dragon Ball to Sonic.
Yeah, and we 100% just like we stopped it from being about Spider-Man.
yeah, but we just can't resist Sonic.
Yeah, bro.
Should this be a double featurette of Dragon Ball and Sonic?
Definitely not. We can talk about Sonic later.
Which I think I've already discussed all I could say about Sonic, honestly.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, yeah, definitely.
But I mean, like, I could go on a tangent about Big the Cat for a couple hours.
Yeah, I definitely have to go back and play the games again to kind of get refreshed and actually have stuff to talk about for Sonic.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I think Steam has like a bundle pack of the whole discography, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, that'd be cool if they don't cost that much, but they 100%.
Yeah, if it's like lower than 100, I wouldn't mind having the whole Sonic saga in my library to pull up at any time.
Yeah, but I feel like there's gonna be some stuff that they don't have, but
we need to play Sonic on SP, honestly.
Yeah, we 100% do. We 100% do. It's like Crash did good because they thought it was Sonic.
Definitely not the next Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, Darius, do you have anything else you would like to say about Dragon Ball? Say it now or forever hold your peace, because we'll probably never bring up Dragon Ball again on the Scooch podcast. Who knows, though?
I guess I'll forever hold my peace. I mean, okay. we might one day until the next movie comes out.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There could be a new film, and then we could talk about it.
But that probably won't happen for a while from now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've said everything I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. If you have anything to say or to ask us in the next episode, I know pretty much all of the questions will be towards JMash97. So if you have any questions for JMash97, let us know. And Darius, do you have any closing words?
If you're wondering why JMash97 is not here, it's because he's the one who has to take a shower now.
Yeah, like I smelled Joseph last night before we planned on doing the show. I was like, oh, whoa.
Yeah, bro, you smell like rotten ketchup, bro. Come on, bro. Rotten
ketchup. Ketchup and onions, bro.
Ketchup and onions. Yeah, Rotten Ketchup? Is that new movie critique website?
Rotten Tomatoes. He does have ratings like Rotten Tomatoes. He rates movies like Rotten Tomatoes. All right, we'll see you. The next episode will probably be up close to this one once this one's up. But yeah, we'll talk about J-Mash's movie, episode 9. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We thank you all for watching, and see you in the next one.
Mash out.
Mash out.